taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, thumbs up, alert. Hey, 73.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver and that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ballgame, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Flushed out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem is a proper defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Half 18, half 18.
To throw on second down, Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Jones looking to change the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
7-7, our score after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try it now with Swift. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Eagles are now set up with a 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all... 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Okay, here we go.
Now Jones wants to change it up. Jones off the play fake. Completes it to Watt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Well, that's complete to Shepard. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you get a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both Both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Timberland.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure. Barkley hit when the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 35-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Dragons 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Well, you don't see that often. He just... And it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Short throw going to be caught by Waller, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Duggan will look to throw this. And that is incomplete. This offense offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He can't get him down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Duggan now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dragons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Gano the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the move to his left. Now he's into the clear again. Now he's loose again. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1. It'll be Hurts on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, that's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they need to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Duggan to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now left side on the swing pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, 73,
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Jackson. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
at the 18-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Powering his way forward. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Duggan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Duggan. That's caught by Waller out left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A handoff, Barkley running left. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Duggan looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Penny. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Duggan. Flushed out right. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down.
Back to throw. Dugan. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Dugan. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick for the something. something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Duggan. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Throwing on first down, Dugan. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown! Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little pass.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end